Hey, friendo, Steve here.
Hey, Larson.
And AEW All In from Wembley Stadium is coming up this weekend. We'll be doing our live reactions to that, so hopefully you'll join us. But in the meantime, this is, of course, our AEW All In predictions special. Maybe it's like a guide for you if you're participating in the big, huge, Big Blue Predictions Championship. What is it? Week of Champions.
Week of Champions. It starts it all in, ends it all out. 3 shows.
Right. All In, Payback, All Out.
Yes.
Will you become the new Big Blue Predictions champion? Well, you could, because you've got the G1 bonus brief attache case.
I do.
So anyways, if you want to join in with the rest of the friendos, we'll probably have like 200 people joining in on this predictions challenge. Go to patreon.com/Steven Larson. $5 and up gets you access to it. Or go over to youtube.com/Steven Larson, our podcast channel, and click join to become a YouTube channel member, and you'll get access to the big predictions challenge. We should be putting that form up over the next couple days or so.
Oh, it'll be up later today. We're shooting this right now, Thursday. It'll be up later today.
Awesome possum. All right, let's go ahead and dive into our predictions. First up, we use confidence points, not only here to sort of, give you our guide, but also in the predictions challenge. Can you please explain?
Sure.
Confidence points.
Sure. For example, there's now 11 matches. Just a day ago, there was 9. Today, there's 11.
Yeah.
11 matches for All In. And so the match you're most confident in, you give 11 confidence points. Match you're least confident in, you give 1. So you do that for every match. So each match has unique confidence point value. No match can have the same confidence points value. You get your pick right, you get those points. And, for the week of champions, whoever has the most points at the end of the week is our new Big Blue champion.
That is correct. Right now, it's Champ Fear and Loathing. He's looking to defend that title. But what's the first match you want to predict? Larson?
Well, let's start with 0 Hour, Steve. They're really loading up the 0 Hour this year.
I guess so.
They really are. Because we got Jack Perry defending the FTW championship against Hook.
Hook.
Who do you have, Steve?
I got Jack Perry with 5 confidence points. Wow. The reason why is because, he just won this thing. I mean, not that long ago. I don't know how many title defenses he's even had with it.
I think just one against RVD, right?
Oh, yeah. And I feel like this is... I feel like his heel run so far, to me, has been a lot more interesting than what he was doing before. Yeah. And I'm not even saying he's been that interesting, but I see little flickers of it, and I feel like that'll only continue with that FTW title unless Taz is really antsy to bring it back to the family. They're not doing anything with Hook. That might change with him, the FTW title back in his hands, but Jungle Boy's the hot hand right now. Between these two, anyways, I don't think he's dropping this title, especially not in the 0 Hour.
Oh, I think he is. I got Hook 2 confidence points right now. I think, what Jack Perry doing now is more interesting than what he was doing. Again, not by leaps and bounds, but more interesting. But I think if he, after setting forth the goal earlier this year of being a champion and then becoming champion with the FTW championship, even though it's an unsanctioned belt within AEW. And then what did he want to do? As soon as he won it and defended against RVD, he wanted to retire it.
Oh yeah.
He wanted to put it back in mothballs where it was for 20-some years.
Yeah.
Hook's going to come in and be like, nah.
Oh yeah.
I'm holding on to the spirit and the physical manifestation of FTW, this title, and I'm going to beat you, and maybe with the help of my dad, and maybe some ECW legends in the kickoff show.
Right, yeah.
Hook is going to beat Jack Perry, and then after that, Jack Perry can set his sights on actual sanctioned AEW championships.
I think there's sort of a push and pull between what's more important, to do this in front of 80,000 people in the kickoff, or could they do a thing where they do a match, but Jungle Boy squeaks out a cheaty victory in front of 80,000 people, and then they do it as a main event of a Dynamite. Yeah. Where maybe the title change would happen. I'm not sure. I'll think about that one because you make some good points. What's the next match, Larson?
Oh, man, I made some good points. That's awesome. Next, also on 0 Hour. What? I was being sincere. AUSSIE Open taking on... It's early. We're not used to shooting this early in the morning. It's only 9:30.
Oh, man, this is an emergency one here.
This is. AUSSIE Open defending the Ring of Honor tag titles against Better Than You, Bebe. Of course, that's MJF, Adam Cole, Bebe. Adam Cole made it pretty clear. It was interesting. We'll talk about this more in the Dynamite recap, which we're going to shoot in an hour and a half. Well, 2 hours. When Renee posed the same question to MJF and Adam Cole, how do you feel about people questioning your friendship? And MJF is like, hey, at the end of the day, we're brothers. Brothers sometimes fight. They're competitive. But he was like, this is just how brothers behave. That's how brothers are.
Yeah.
What did Adam Cole do? He lashed out.
He got super defensive.
He did get super defensive because he's totally turning on MJF. Yeah. I think your theory about the Kingdom, Roderick Strong, costing Better Than You Bebe this particular bout, leading to Aussie Open getting the win, and kind of it being seen as a bit of a ruse, and them eventually helping Adam Cole in the main event, I think is not only plausible but highly possible. I got Aussie Open with 7 confidence points, retaining those Ring of Honor tag titles. They just beat the Hardys last night.
Yeah, they just beat the Hardys last night. And that's why, Larson, I have all my confidence, all 11, the highest amount of confidence points you can have. I put on Aussie Open. Oi, oi, oi.
Yeah.
Retaining against MJF and Adam Cole. Like you said, I've had this theory for a little while now. I feel like this new Kingdom faction of Roderick Strong, Taven, and Bennett, they're going to help Aussie Open because they're going to be like, oh, Adam Cole, you jilted us, so we're going to screw you guys over. But really, it's a big ruse.
It is.
Like I said, in the main event, they're going to help Adam
Cole later on. Yeah.
Bebe, exactly. So, yeah, 11 confidence points. I think any way you cut it, like, no, MJF and Adam Cole are not going to win. They're not going to win these Ring of Honor titles. Practically speaking, even if like they do something really lame, like a straight up match, MJF wins, and then they still remain friends and tag team part, they're not going to be defending. They're not going to be doing this shit behind a paywall in Ring of Honor. MJF doesn't do that. So no, there's no chance in hell that they're going to. I mean, they could do the Ocho thing where they just defend the Ring of Honor tag titles on like, Dynamite or whatever.
Yeah.
But like, I don't really see that happening.
No, I don't either. I mean, I think it'd be interesting if somebody swerved the other in the main event to win the title while they're also Ring of Honor tag champs. So they're feuding over the top title, but forced to be tag champions. Still, that could be fun. But yeah, MJF has an issue wrestling on Dynamite.
Mm-hmm, yeah,
he's going to have a major issue wrestling on Ring of Honor television. Yes.
What if the Kingdom comes in and they screw over, but they just like DQ the match? And so like technically Better Than You Bebe do win, but like they don't win the tag titles, then I'm just throwing away 11 confidence.
Possible.
So I might revisit this one down the line.
That's why I don't want to have too many confidence points on a 0-hour match. I'm pretty sure
That's a good philosophy to have.
Aussie Open is, I got that from you. Aussie Open is walking out of this match with the title still, whether they win or it's a DQ thing. We can agree on that.
Yeah, we absolutely.
Next up, main card. We're on to the main card now. Only 9 matches this year on the main card. First match, Stadium Stampede. You got the team of Eddie Kingston, Orange Cassidy, Best Friends, and Penta taking on Blackpool Combat Club, Santana and Ortiz. Santana and Ortiz were revealed as Blackpool Combat Club's mystery partners last night at Dynamite. They wrote Phoenix off. He's not in the match anymore. It's not going to be 6-on-6. Apparently, it's just going to be 5-on-5, as the graphic is to be believed. So earlier today, I had all my confidence on Blackpool Combat Club winning this match. I had 11. But then I thought about it a bit more. I thought of to Blood and Guts. When Blackpool Combat Club brought in people that aren't members of their faction and what happened, it blew up in their face. And if AEW decides to tell a story in kayfabe based on the reported tension that exists backstage between Santana and Ortiz, their on-screen partnership could blow up during this bout and possibly lead to Blackpool Combat Club losing this match. It's a possibility. I don't know how possible it is, but it was enough for me not to put full confidence points on Blackpool Combat Club. I have them with 8 right now.
Okay, yeah.
But I may lower that further.
I'm also there on 8. And really this team should be referred to as Santana, Blackpool Combat Club, and Ortiz. You should look, whether it's Ortiz making fun of Santana on social media for looking like Bo Dallas, or the fact that Ortiz, it's funny because in Ortiz social media, he is reposting a lot of on his Instagram stories. He's reposting a lot of like, oh, Santana and Ortiz are back, fans with selfies of both of them.
Yeah.
Nothing of like now, but like old stuff.
Yeah.
Santana, no mention of Ortiz beyond like reposting fan videos of, oh, they're back.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Like it does seem. Look, they didn't acknowledge each other on Dynamite. This was a botchy return because it's sort of a big deal. But like they keep on saying, oh, Santana Ortiz are back. Santana Ortiz are back. Number one, Santana was the only one who's actually gone. Ortiz has been around. They just haven't been using him. And then number two, like there was no hug, no fist bump, no eye contact. It could be that they kayfabe what you know, doing what you're talking about, the the reports about the tension, because AEW will do that sometimes. Regardless, Blackpool Combat Club, they're going to win this thing. I got 8 confidence points. The only thing that gives me pause here is Orange Cassidy's on the other team, and people love Orange Cassidy. So
next up, Golden Elite taking on Takeshita, Bullet Club Gold, Bang Bang Gang. Who do you got, Steve?
You know what? This is where I'm going to put my 8 confidence points. The other one I'll do 7. I'll do Blackpool Combat Club 7. I got the Golden Elite. And honestly, I might even go higher. If I don't want to put everything in the pre-show, this might be my 11.
Interesting.
You got Kenny trying to get Takeshita up for a one-winged angel. I still don't think he's going to get that until their actual singles match at All Out.
Right there.
But if you look at this, Juice Robinson, he's going to eat the pin here. Yeah. You got Bang Bang Gang. They are they're fine taking losses. They're so much fun anyways. It doesn't matter if they lose. But look at this dream team. Kota Ibushi, Kenny Omega, and Hangman Page. Get out of here with this. Of course they're going to win. 8 confidence points. That's not even a question. Yeah.
Yeah, Juice is going to take this pin. I got Golden Elite with 6. I would put more, but hey, the possibility exists that Takeshita somehow hits his finisher on Kenny to get the win, and that directly motivates their one-on-one match at All Out. You can motivate a number of ways, a great number of ways. Most likely it's going to be Kota Ibushi probably hitting Juice Robinson with the Kamigoye to get the win.
No, look, here's the finish. This is the finish.
Or is it going to be Hangman? It's going to be Hangman hitting the buckshot. That's going to be Hangman hitting the buckshot, Kenny hitting the one-winged angel, and then Kota Ibushi hitting the Kamigoye. That's what it's going to be.
After Don Callis removes Konosuke Takeshita from the match.
Yes.
That's what's going to happen. Yes. Jay White will be laid out somehow, like, I don't know, over the barricade or something. Don Callis is going to come down, steal Takeshita out of the match, and then Juice is going to be left alone, eat all 3 finishes, and that's how it's going to happen.
Yep. Next up, Will Ospreay taking on Chris Jericho. Their contract signing segment, at least I thought Ospreay's part of it was pretty damn good.
Dude,
Dynamite.
Ospreay is so much fun as a character.
I know. He's really developed as a character. It's really impressive.
I prove all that stuff. Yeah. Oh, that's hilarious stuff.
It is. He was very clear about his motivation, why he needed to win this match. Mm-hmm. And revealed he's only got 6 months left on his New Japan deal.
Yeah.
I mean, could Will Ospreay be All Elite in 6 months' time? Who knows? I feel like, though, is pretty much, given how Ospreay just explained what's on the line for him for this match. Here's the thing about Chris Jericho. Chris Jericho wins, he wins. If Ospreay wins, in a way, based on what Jericho said on Dynamite, he still wins. Because Jericho's one that said, hey, I called you up, Will Ospreay, and told you not to be so reckless in the ring. You still have your career because of me at this point. You're not in a wheelchair because of me. You beat me because of me. So even Chris Jericho takes this L. He can get on the mic and says, hey, Ospreay, you owe me this win. I got Will Ospreay 9 confidence points.
Yeah, I was shifting around my confidence points a little bit to allow more for this. I got 5 right now on Will Ospreay for everything you said. It just makes all the sense in the world. This is home territory. Chris Jericho is totally fine taking losses. As of yesterday, I had like less confidence points on this. But yeah, watching the go home, and it just makes sense. Will Ospreay's the future. Chris Jericho probably loves the shit out of that guy and is more than happy to take the loss for him here. I mean, he's going to have his big Fozzy entrance, and that's Chris Jericho's win.
Exactly. Next up for the AEW Tag Team Championships, FTR taking on the Young Bucks. Steve, who do you got?
Oh, man. So I got 1 confidence point.
You picking a winner or?
Well, I picked an outcome yesterday when we did this, and it was a draw.
That's not the same question, though.
Because here's the thing: if I pick the Young Bucks and it goes to a draw, I don't get those, and it goes to a draw, I don't get those points.
I understand that. Yes.
After yesterday, oh man. Yeah, I'm going with the Young Bucks, dude. I'm going with the Young Bucks.
All right, let's do the post, Steve. Come on.
It makes more sense. You got to go the other way. Yeah, there we go.
No, you got to go the other way. There we go.
There we go. Yeah, I got the Young Bucks.
With 1, you said?
1 confidence point. I don't like it. I might go high. I might go 2. What's my 2? Right, I forget what my 2 right now is. Oh, that's my 2. Oh, really? That's my 2. Yeah. Okay.
This is your 2. No, this is your 1.
This is my 1. This is my 1. This is my 1. Main event's my 2. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I still got Young Bucks. I have 1 confidence point. I mean, they tried to add a little bit of heat to this last night with the sit down interview. And kind of the only like line that was really pointed at effective was when Matt says, hey, the only thing to remember about UFTR is that we named you on our YouTube show.
I like the line about like, how do you feed your daughter because of us? Yeah. I like that. Dax, don't talk about my daughter.
Yeah,
don't talk about my daughter.
He kind of stumbled. He had to respond to some of that stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, I kind of feel like the Young Bucks are going to win this. I'm not massively confident about it. I only got 1, but Young Bucks.
1 confidence point.
1 confidence point.
We'll see about that one.
Next up, we got for the trios titles, House of Black defending against the Acclaimed and Badass Billy Gunn. Billy Gunn is back. Badass Billy Gunn is back. He ain't coming back unless the Acclaimed Billy Gunn are winning those trios titles. That's the story they're telling here. So if they don't win, what are they even doing from a storytelling perspective?
What are they even doing?
10.
Well, between the two of us, we got 20 because I got 10 as well on the Acclaimed. The Acclaimed winning this match and the tag team and the trios titles. The only thing that would have given this 11 from my point of view is if he came back as the one Billy Gunn.
Oh.
Unfortunately, Badass. All right, 10 confidence points.
10, not 11. 10. Yeah, they're totally winning this match. Next up, Phil Brooks, CM Punk, taking on Samoa Joe. I would love for Joe to win this outright. Clean win for Samoa Joe. Yeah. Just muscle buster 1, 2, 3. Heck, I'd be happy if Ricky Starks cost CM Punk this match.
I'd be happy
Joe
with that
wins.
too, yeah.
Joe's your new real world champion.
Right. Yeah.
Sadly, I don't think it's going to happen. I think the most likely outcome of all this is boring, kind of babyface Phil Brooks, who tries to keep his character interesting by doing a couple Hogan poses here and there. Otherwise, and a leg drop on occasion. Otherwise, he's just boring CM Punk.
Man. Yeah.
This is max confidence because Punk ain't losing that real world's title anytime soon until he has a showdown with probably whoever is going to be the AEW champion, whether it's Cole or MJF somewhere down the line. I got 11 on Phil.
Wow, all of your confidence
Phil's
points on
this.
CM Punk. I know he is. Right now I've got 6. I'll probably go higher if I can on CM Punk. I guess the only question is really, is he going to hit a GTS to get the win? Are they going to try to rewind that? Or they know better, and maybe it's just not his thing anymore. Maybe he's got to go back to the Anaconda Vice. I don't know.
But if Joe's the Samoan submission machine, he should be able to get out of an Anaconda Vice.
Yeah, no, I know, but what is he going to do? Bust out a new finisher? I don't know what he's going to do.
Maybe he'll do a Pepsi plunge. He hasn't done that in a while.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, Joe should be taking that. So no, I got CM Punk as well. I made this joke yesterday, so it's not as spontaneous, but I think it'd be great if it's still funny though, is if they cut away from the action for a second before the finish.
Yeah.
And so they come in and they rig some wires on Joe, and then and so CM Punk gets him up and he's just flawless. He just sort of levitates over, gets up on a thing, and then he hits but then he tries to hit the GTS, and Joe, there's not enough slack.
Yeah, the timing, of the thing is not it's not right. Yeah.
Right, but Joe's got a big harness and everything and wires.
Yeah.
You know, it's not as funny as when I did it yesterday.
You know what they could do is Phil could go for the GTS, but at the moment of impact, where it all went wrong last time when he was Golden Vampire.
Yeah.
Cut away there. And you just get Joe falling. You get the sell of it, but you don't get actual impact.
That's a great idea. Everybody, they can cut to some Fight Forever footage. Everybody criticizes AEW for their dog shit TV production.
Exactly.
So it's just lean into it.
Exactly. Exactly.
Go to a super wide shot.
Or, you think, you go to reaction to someone in the crowd. No, just find the cameraman that's adjusting their camera at the time. So it's all shaky.
Yeah, right. Exactly. There's one of those per week of AEW TV programming. There's at least one shot of confused camera.
I know. Cameraman's not in position. Pan over. It's all shaky and stuff. You don't catch anything.
Go to 3. No, not 3, 4.
But then plan it for the GTS. So if it's wonky like it was on Dynamite or Collision last week, he'll cover it up.
Perfect.
All right, we're in agreement. Phil wins. Next up, coffin match. We got Darby Allin Sting against Swerve Strickland. Not AR Fox anymore.
No, he's out.
He's out. Christian is in as Swerve's partner. Steve, does that change your pick whatsoever?
Oh, man. Ooh, no. I don't know who's going to go in the coffin now. It's probably going to be Swerve. But they should do the thing they used to do back in, what was that territory I watched? I forget where it was, like Memphis or something like that, Mid-South, CW, I don't know what it was, where like a manager ran in and he took the pin. And they just called the match. It was fine. So Prince Nana is going to end up in the coffin, which he probably will, to be honest with you. No, it's Sting. It's 80,000 people. One of these fools is ending up in the coffin, either Christian or Swerve Strickland. So, yeah, I got Darby Allin Sting 9 confidence.
Still with 9, okay. Sting doesn't lose, especially not on pay-per-view. He doesn't lose. So I can't pick against Sting. However, with Christian now being in the match, it gave me pause about having a lot of confidence in the outcome of this match, in the outcome of Sting and Darby getting the win. It's entirely possible Nick Wayne makes an appearance and ends up putting Christian in the coffin, so Darby and Sting win, especially considering what Christian had to say on Dynamite last night.
Yeah.
That would make a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Right now I have Darby and Sting with 5. I might try to find a way to bump that up just a little bit. Just a
skosh. Yeah,
just a little bit. I don't want to put too much because it's Christian and Swerve. There's a lot of star power on that team.
There's a lot of star power right there. Yeah, absolutely.
Next up for the AEW Women's Championship, you got Hikaru Shida defending against Toni Storm, Saraya, Britt Baker. Oh, wow. I'm still not entirely sure. I have more confidence points on this now than I initially did. Because I
dropped mine by 1 confidence
point. Oh, you did? Okay. I looked to saw what happened on Rampage. I'm not going to give any spoilers, but it did inform my pick somewhat.
Okay.
Because it comes down to, is Saraya going to win and cost Toni Storm the match? Or, because they made such a huge deal, at least in those Toni Storm interviews, about how the Outcast is a sisterhood, how strong their friendship is, which is just it's a tell that that's going to be one of the major focuses of the match, and their friendship is not going to be enough to get to keep them from wanting to go after the title individually.
Right. Yeah.
So it's entirely possible that coming out of this match, we're going to have Toni Storm and Saraya feuding.
Yeah.
Which is all the more reason I wish they had done Britt versus Ruby as one of the qualifying matches for this match. It would have made a lot more sense if Ruby had lost that and already the Outcasts are like, it could have been 3-on-1 against Shida and you dropped the ball, Ruby. Yeah, and it also would have motivated her a lot more for saying, I want the TBS title now.
That's true too, yeah.
Regardless, I'm getting away from what I'm supposed to be doing here. It's picking my winner.
Scenic route.
So, given that the major story I feel like of this match is going to be Storm and Saraya not exactly getting along and wanting to go after the title individually,
what's your fucking pick, man?
It's Hikaru Shida, 3 confidence points. I think now that's going to be the story coming out, not involving the title. Shida's going to retain 3 confidence points.
Oh my goodness gracious! I got Saraya with 2 because they're in England. Next match.
That's the extent of it.
I think her and Tony are going to feud. I think it's going to be over the title, and I think Saraya's going to win. I think it's the end of the Outcast. And I kind of feel like the end of the Outcast probably only happens if there's a title driving a wedge between them. Not necessarily like, a title loss. They can kind of get over that. But if Saraya has that gold and Tony's entire thing, like she's turned into a 50s jilted starlet, it's going to be like watching her with the gold and her being pissed off about that. So yeah, I got Saraya. It's in her home. It's in her homeland. But only 2 confidence points on it.
Fair enough. Let me get our main event. MJF defending the AEW World Heavyweight Championship against Adam Cole, Bebe. Steve, make your pick.
Adam Cole, Bebe, 3 confidence points. We had mentioned this earlier for the kickoff match. I think that he is aligned with Strong, Taven, and Bennett. Some sort of new kingdom going. Maybe they'll rename it something else. I don't know. The Boom Kingdom. And Kingdom Bebe, something like that. But yeah, I think Adam Cole wins. I think he's coming off these nasty concussions, but he seems to be good now. You roll with Cole while you have him good, and that's what you do. I think Cole versus CM Punk down the line might be more, because CM Punk and MJF they could always revisit that for sure, but they have already told like the best story they can tell with that, I think. So you go to a new matchup, and that's CM Punk versus Cole if they're going to do the title unification at some point. On top of that, as you already said, MJF is coming off as like a true, genuine human being, like a real person, like an actual baby face. And Cole clearly is up to something. So I think in front of 80,000 people, Adam Cole's gonna, and it's probably gonna be thanks to the Kingdom, I would imagine. So like that's the only way you can really do it. I think MJF will probably have an opportunity to use a diamond ring and won't. Adam Cole will not hesitate to use cheating methods to get that title. I think that shit's going to happen.
Yeah, totally.
But I only got 3 confidence points on it because it's a big deal. It's a big deal.
It is. And it's a thing where they could tease it, do a rematch either at All Out or you know, on a special Dynamite or even Full Gear, and have Adam Cole really go all out in terms of cheating to get the title. But I think it'll probably happen. I think they want All In to be a show that people remember.
Yeah.
For more than just selling 80,000 plus tickets. I think they want to be a real memorable show.
Yeah, absolutely.
And to do that, I think you have Adam Cole win using the Dynamite Diamond Ring, and additionally, or you can wait and include the Kingdom and Roderick Strong down the road at some point. Use them to help him win. During his interview with Renee last night, what did Adam Cole say on multiple occasions? MJF helped me realize that I need to be the real Adam Cole again. Who is the real Adam Cole? He is a giant piece of shit.
His catchphrase on the Indies was like "S my D." You know, like that's how much of a piece of shit he is.
Yeah, he was a giant piece of shit in Ring of Honor. That's the real Adam Cole, not good guy Adam Cole. No. So we're gonna see the return of piece of shit Adam Cole, starting with this match, when he uses the Dynamite Diamond Ring and probably enlists the help of the Kingdom and Roderick Strong to beat MJF here. It's gonna be real interesting to see where they go with MJF after this match. Is he going to take some time off? Is he going to just return as super motivated babyface, or finally making himself vulnerable and putting his trust in somebody? Is he going to become bitter?
Yeah.
And that's I like that they're exploring additional dimensions now going forward with MJF.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I might want to go back. Who did Adam Cole win the NXT title from when he first won it? I'm trying to remember. Was it Andrade or who did Andrade lose it to? Was
Andrade lost it to Drew, but then Drew got hurt during that match.
Okay.
Or no, Andrade beat Drew.
I thought it was the opposite.
Yeah, Andrade beat Drew for it. Yeah. I don't remember. That was what, 3 years ago?
Oh, it was Gargano. I think it was Gargano.
Yes, it was Gargano. He beat Gargano for it.
Yeah. And I'd like to go back and watch the actual title win, because it was the second match they had.
Yeah.
And see like what the Undisputed Era did, because that might inform what AEW always loves their throwbacks.
Yeah. So I mean, the Undisputed Era weren't nearly as bumbling in the match where Cole won as they were in the 2 out of 3 falls match where they couldn't do anything.
Yeah, absolutely.
Effective. And Gargano could have got hit by a bus and still would have won that match.
Right. Yeah. It
was a bit much.
So yeah.
Anyways, again, we'll be doing our live stream reaction starting 9 a.m. Pacific. That's noon Eastern.
Correct.
Twitch, YouTube. And then we'll do our review to follow. And if you want to get in on the Week of Champions Prediction Challenge, patreon.com/Steven Larson. You still have time. You have till about Sunday morning, 8 in the morning, an hour before the show starts.
Correct.
Assuming I'm up that early. Also, you click join on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/Steven Larson. The form will be going up later today, and you'll have on about a couple days to get your picks in. Good luck to everybody. I'm hoping to win. I'm not even have to cash in. That's the goal.
All right. Well, good luck with all that. Till next time, we'll see you around.
Goodbye.